Samsung fans, get ready for the upcoming Galaxy S26 Ultra of 2026. According to Anthony, the Galaxy S26 Ultra Mini packs premium flagship power into a smaller form factor, featuring a 6.3-inch QHD+ 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display with an anti-reflective layer. It delivers stunning visuals. Powered by Snapdragon 8 Elite 2 for Galaxy, it boasts a versatile quad-camera setup, 200-megapixel main, 50-megapixel ultra-wide, 50-megapixel 5x telephoto, and 12-megapixel 3x zoom. With a 4,500 mAh battery supporting 60-watt fast charging, performance lasts all day. It offers 12GB, 16GB RAM, and storage options from 256GB to 1TB. Built with a titanium frame and S Pen slot, this compact powerhouse is priced at $1199, blending portability with ultimate flagship performance. There was a time not too long ago when every new smartphone launch felt like stepping through a portal into tomorrow. Each announcement had the magic of a world premiere, each new model shining twice as bright as the one before it. Faster processors, sharper displays, sleeker designs, it felt like technology was sprinting forward at a breathtaking, unstoppable pace. I wasn't just impressed, I was spellbound, swept away by the illusion that innovation would always come in great thunderous leaps, but reality has a way of grounding us. Over the years, we've discovered, sometimes reluctantly, that progress isn't always revolutionary. More often than not, it's incremental, a slow layering of refinement rather than an explosion of breakthroughs. Case in point, the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Don't get me wrong, it's a marvel, powerful and polished, a device that stands tall. But did it leave the S24 Ultra choking in its dust? Not really. And yet, here I sit, still tingling with curiosity and yes, a flicker of that old-school giddiness over whispers of what the Galaxy S26 Ultra might bring. Because let's be honest, over the last 15 years, smartphones have pulled off transformations that would have seemed pure science fiction in the early days. We've gone from clunky plastic bricks with sluggish screens to impossibly sleek slabs of glass and steel, dazzling OLED displays dancing across the edges, refresh rates smoother than your own blink. Cameras that were once laughed at now rival professional gear. Batteries last longer, chips crunch data at warp speed, and durability has leapt from fragile to formidable. But therein lies the challenge. When devices are already this extraordinary, how do you make great feel brand new again? That's why some tech enthusiasts murmur that dreaded word, plateau. Not a wall, not the end, but the slowing of those wow moments when a new feature makes your jaw drop. And yet maybe, just maybe, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is Samsung's attempt to shatter that narrative. Not with a flashy gimmick or fireworks display, but with subtle, structural innovations that could ripple across the whole experience. Take the RAM, for example. The leaks are buzzing, not just faster RAM, but ridiculously, outrageously turbocharged RAM. On paper, it sounds unimpressive. After all, the S25 Ultra is already lightning in your palm. Apps open instantly, games run like silk, multitasking barely makes it sweat. My first reaction? A shrug. So what? But here's where the twist comes in. This RAM isn't just faster, it's thinner. And in the claustrophobic world of smartphone design, every fraction of a millimeter is priceless. That tiny reduction could mean room for a bigger battery, better cooling, or even steadier camera hardware. In other words, a small change that could unlock a cascade of bigger ones, performance and hardware. At its core, the S26 Ultra is expected to run on the Snapdragon 8 Elite 2 processor, a 3nm beast engineered for blistering speed and efficiency. Gamers and power users will cheer at rumors of an expanded vapor cooling chamber, built to keep the device running smooth even under intense loads. And then there's the battery, a rumored 5,500 mAh cell with 60-watt charging. Translation: around 10% more endurance than the S25 Ultra, and top-ups faster than your morning coffee brews. Camera technology. This is where the S26 Ultra could truly make hearts race. Leaks point to a switch to a Sony-made 200-megapixel primary sensor, a bold shift that could redefine Samsung's imaging game. Paired with a 50-megapixel ultra-wide, a 50-megapixel periscope zoom, and a 12-megapixel telephoto, this setup could blur the line between smartphones and professional cameras. Think insane detail, breathtaking dynamic range, and versatility that might tempt even the pros. Release timeline: if tradition holds, the Galaxy S26 family, the sleek S26, the curved S26 Edge, and the mighty S26 Ultra will be unveiled in January next year. No official date yet, but the anticipation is already crackling through the tech community. Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra 5G, design and build. Leaks whisper of a bolder aesthetic shift. Samsung might abandon the minimalist floating camera rings of recent Ultras, opting instead for a striking pill-shaped camera island, a nod to the design language of the upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 7. Is it a radical reimagining, or just a cosmetic refresh? Too early to say. But one thing's certain, Samsung isn't afraid to shake things up. Expect the classic blend of glass and metal, likely elevated with an even more luxurious finish.